So now we're going to transition over to the Battalion rods, which were actually designed to go with the battle reels. So we've got two series here. We've got an inshore and a surf. And first we'll start with the inshore. You can see here we've got two handle configurations. The lighter weight rods use the cork. The heavier rods use the shrink tube. Shrink tube, as you know, is very tacky, especially when you're handling fish and handling bait or handling gulp. Hands get slimy. That's a really nice tacky grip to have. The guides have been upgraded on the Battalion series to the new Fuji Alkanites, but the biggest change here is on the blank design. So we've gone with our new SLC2 construction, which is 2 layers of graphite, or carbon if you will. This is the strongest PENN inshore rod built to date. Super, super strong in the tip all the way through the back end for lifting power. These rods are the strongest rods built to date in the PENN lineup. In addition to that, we've also got our surf rods. As you know, PENN is very predominant in the surf market. This is our Battalion 2 surf rod, composite graphite blank. We've also got the Fuji Alkanite guides on there. So you can see the upgrade here on the guides from the previous generation. And again, the rubber shrink tube here with all surf rods, shrink tube is what we've gravitated towards on PENN rods. It's working really well for us, very tacky when your hands are slippery.
Wow, what a blast. I love catching these striped bass, especially on top water and pencil poppers. I'd like to introduce you to the Mojo Surf Series. Since this rod's inception, the whole world's been excited about how well it fishes and how comfortable it is to use. This rod incorporates a high modulus carbon, our SC2 carbon. We've designed these rods to use a weight-saving surf guide with a zirconium ring. And the guides have a sloped design to help prevent tangles and designed specifically for braided line only. All the two-piece models in this series incorporate an offset furl, and you can see how deep that rod sits down over top of the butt section. This gives you a one-piece fishing feel, but makes it more convenient to travel. There are 14 rods in this series that incorporate our SC2 carbon. However, there are 2 that incorporate SC1, which is a glass material designed for pencil popping. Mojo Surf Series incorporates a custom X-Wrap handle for comfort and durability, as well as a Fuji DPS reel seat. This rod's designed in our Park Falls facility and is covered with a 5-year warranty, backed by our Superstar service.
Fiblink Moon Sniper. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful surf rods. Very light, very powerful, and now I got a fish on. Yeah, an unpleasant surprise. Hardhead, I did not expect this during the day, that's why I came during the day.
Hey guys, this is John Bretza, Director of Product Development for Okuma Fishing Tackle. What we have here is exciting new Rockaway HD surf rods. Many of you are familiar with the Rockaway original surf rods that were lighter powered. These are heavier powered rods, similar to what you'd find in our Cedros or Solaire surf or longitude type rods. What's unique about these rods is the blank is completely different. It's a 70-30 blank configuration, meaning that the top of the rod is going to represent 70% of the blank, and then the back of the rod is going to be 30%. The advantage there is that when you load this rod up, it's going to catapult that bait or that lure out further into the waves. The other nice thing about this rod blank is it's a combination of 24 and 30 ton low resin carbon. So that means it's going to be very lightweight, but also very responsive. So if you're fishing bait, you're going to feel the lightest of ticks. As far as componentry goes, we're utilizing C-Guide deep pressed 316 guide frames. The reason why 316 stainless is important is that that's one of the best materials for corrosion resistance. And with these being constantly exposed to salt water in a surf casting environment, that's going to be really critical for these rods. The other nice thing is that the guide frames are all double foot. So double foot gives it more strength. And the other thing we have with the deep press design is that you're going to have a nice lip that's going to protect the zirconium insert. So with zirconium inserts, this is going to be a great rod with compatibility for both monofilament as well as braided lines. One of the other nice features that you have in this design is that the reel seat features a double locking reel foot. So the reel foot can lock in with both the graphite nut as well as a machined aluminum nut. So under pressure, if there's movement on a big fish, it's not going to back off. Much more security. And then the last thing that really makes this durable and great for a surf environment is that we have a minimal grip design, so it helps reduce weight, but it's also non-slip. So if it gets wet, it's not going to slip out of your hands. Really thin blank design, and it's got the same cord underneath the shrink tube, so that's going to give you a little bit more texture for a good grip. These rods are going to feature a 1-year limited warranty, and one of the best things about Rockaway is the price point. It comes at a $119 to $139 retail price.